Good morning, Arizona. We're live in the garden getting ready to go on. Good morning, Arizona, with your weather report live from the garden out here this morning, where it's mostly cloudy, not a lot of sunshine to start your day. Oops, I'm getting in Wordle answers from my Wordle group, which is called Word to Your Mother, by the way. Bob, are you in a Wordle group as well? Do people still play Wordle, or is it just my... He says, I haven't heard that word for a while. So I'm going to take that to mean that he is not in a Wordle group like mine. But you wish you could be in Word to Your Mother. All right. Good morning, Summer. Good morning, Gonzalo. Good morning, Peter and Heidi. Okay, we're tracking rain still for Friday. Here's what's changed when it comes to the forecast for Friday's rain. Does not look like it's going to be as much rain. Our latest models are showing still about a 50 to maybe 70% chance for rain. So decent chance that just about everybody probably gets some rain Friday, maybe even starting Thursday night for some spots in the valley. But the potential amounts are looking smaller. So a tenth of an inch, I think, is a good bet for most valley communities. There are some areas that might see upwards of a quarter of an inch, especially in those foothill locations north and east of town. 5 seconds out. Stand by. Good morning, Arizona, live in the garden this morning, tracking our next big winter storm. This could be our biggest of the season so far for Flagstaff. Let's talk about what it's going to mean here in the valley. So we'll start with a look at current temperatures. As you head out the door this morning, look at that lack of sunshine in the valley. That's a pretty dreary look toward this moment. Let's start with current temperatures, though. We're currently at 53 degrees right now. Winds are light out of the east at 3 miles per hour. That's one of our changes between yesterday and today. We're not going to deal with that breeziness, those stronger winds that we saw yesterday. Maybe some of what we're seeing down there is a little dust left over from yesterday, too. That did kick up some dust with that wind. Now, here's a look at our radar. It's just a little bit of green. I don't think that's much that's making it to the ground, other than maybe Fountain Hills, maybe up near the Beeline, you're getting a sprinkle or two. I think a lot of that is Virga, that rain that evaporates before it makes its way to the ground, because it's pretty dry, our atmosphere there in the lower level. So the storm we're tracking for Friday is coming in off the Pacific, and so your 7-day outlook shows mid-60s but dry today, low 70s with a slight chance of rain Thursday evening, then a first alert weather day for a 70% chance of mainly light to moderate rain Friday, drier and warmer for that President's Day weekend. Back inside to you. Sorry, I tried. He said wrap, but I had a lot to say still. I tried. Thanks, Bob. I'm usually a rapper. I'm a rule follower. I usually do, but I didn't. All right. Manny, good morning to you. Seeing who is on here this morning. Photos by Ryan. Susan, good morning. Okay, I got to run back inside. Dennis, good morning. John, good morning. I'm going to run back inside, but I wanted to give you a heads up on that storm and what's kind of changed for that. Still looks like the potential for some decent snow in the high country, which I think is a pretty big deal because we are, hold on, I'm going to take this out of my ear so I'm not listening to the show. I think that's still a pretty big deal because we're heading into a holiday weekend. So for anybody who's got skiing or snowboarding plans for this weekend, that's going to be really good news. We're looking at the potential for at least a couple of inches in Flagstaff. It's kind of a tricky storm because snow levels are going to really fluctuate with this system. And so I think some areas are going to start off with the snowfall, but then it's going to switch over to rain. And then it's going to switch back to snow. So that makes it difficult since it's not going to be an only snow event, but that also is difficult because when you get rain on top of that snow, it melts and it changes, the total accumulation that you see there. So we're working hard on forecasting this storm. It does look like it's probably going to be enough to create tricky travel on the roads to the high country. If you don't have to leave Friday and you could leave on Saturday, if you're heading to the mountains for this President's Day weekend, I would probably recommend that because I think it's just going to give us a day, kind of a buffer there, and you won't be traveling in low visibility or snow that's still falling. But we certainly need the rain in the valley, so let's hope we get that. Okay, I'm going to head on back inside. Have a great day, everyone.